The stars shimmered like scattered diamonds across the velvet expanse of space. For millennia, humanity had gazed upward with wonder and longing, dreaming of the day when alien life would finally make contact. That moment came on an unremarkable Tuesday morning in late October, not with a dramatic invasion or cryptic message scrawled across the skies, but with a simple invitation. It arrived as a signal broadcast simultaneously to every nation on Earth, a harmonious blend of tones and patterns that resolved into intelligible language after hours of frantic decoding by scientists worldwide. The message was clear. We extend an invitation to representatives of your species for a conference aboard our vessel orbiting your planet. Our goal is peace, understanding, and cooperation. Humanity erupted into chaos. Governments scrambled. To respond, news outlets buzzed with speculation, and conspiracy theories multiplied faster than anyone could debunk them. Some feared it was a trap. Others saw it as salvation. After days of heated debate, a coalition of world leaders agreed to send a delegation, scientists, diplomats, and even a few ordinary citizens chosen through a global lottery to represent Earth at this unprecedented meeting. The alien ship loomed above the atmosphere, vast and otherworldly, its surface shimmering like liquid metal under the sun's light. As the human delegates approached in their sleek spacecraft, they couldn't help but feel both awe and trepidation. What awaited them inside? Would these beings be benevolent guides, or something far more inscrutable? When the airlock opened, the humans stepped into a chamber bathed in soft, iridescent light. Before them stood the aliens, or rather, floated. Their forms were amorphous, shifting between translucent shapes that seemed to defy physics. A voice resonated in their minds, gentle yet commanding. "Welcome, children of Earth. We are the Zithari." The lead diplomat, Dr. Elena Vasquez, cleared her throat nervously. "Thank you for inviting us," she began, her voice steady despite the surreal surroundings. "We come in peace, eager to learn from one another." "And we from you?" the Zithari replied. "But first, there is much about your world we do not understand. Your transmissions suggest great potential, yet also contradictions. Tell us of your society." Elena hesitated, unsure where to begin. Humanity's history was a tangled web of triumphs and failures, beauty and brutality. How could she summarize such complexity in words? She decided to start with the basics. "We are a diverse species," she said. "Over 7 billion individuals, speaking thousands of languages, practicing countless beliefs. We've built wonders, cities that touch the clouds, machines that think, cures for diseases once thought incurable. Yet," her voice trailed off, weighed down by the darker truths. "Yet what?" the Zithari prompted silently, their form rippling with curiosity. "Yet we fight amongst ourselves," Elena admitted. "Wars over land, resources, ideology. We exploit our environment, poisoning the air we breathe and the water we drink. Many among us suffer while others prosper. We strive for unity, but division often prevails." The Zithari paused, their glow dimming slightly. "This concerns us. Such instability may hinder meaningful collaboration. Still, perhaps further observation will clarify. We propose a gesture of goodwill. Allow us to visit your planet directly." The humans exchanged uneasy glances. Allowing extraterrestrial beings onto Earth was risky, but refusing might offend them. Reluctantly, the delegation agreed. A week later, the Zithari descended upon Earth, materializing in major cities around the globe. They took no physical form, instead manifesting as glowing, ethereal presences that hovered silently among crowds. At first, people were terrified. Riots broke out in some areas, fueled by fear and misinformation. But as the days passed, curiosity replaced panic. Humans began approaching the visitors, tentatively at first, then with growing boldness. In New York City, a street musician played a haunting melody on his violin, drawing a small crowd, and a curious zitheri entity. It lingered, its shape pulsating rhythmically in response to the music. In Mumbai, a group of children giggled as they tossed colorful balloons toward one of the floating beings, which caught them mid-air with tendrils of light. And in rural Kenya, an elderly farmer offered a bowl of maize to a nearby zitheri, who accepted it with a warm hum of gratitude. But the zitheri weren't just observing. They were learning. They absorbed everything: the laughter of families reunited, the cries of those mourning loss, the cacophony of bustling markets and quiet moments of solitude alike. They witnessed acts of kindness and cruelty, innovation and destruction, hope and despair. And then they noticed something else: the conditions of Earth itself. The zitheri convened with the human delegation once more, this time aboard their orbiting vessel. The mood was somber. "Your species faces grave challenges," they said without preamble. "Your atmosphere is thick with pollutants, your oceans choked with plastic. Vast regions of your land are barren, stripped of life. Even now, your actions threaten irreversible damage to your biosphere." Dr. Vasquez nodded grimly. "We are aware of these issues. Efforts are being made to address them, though progress has been slow. The zitheri's tone carried an edge of disbelief. "Your transmission data indicates decades of warnings ignored, policies delayed, profits prioritized over survival. You possess the knowledge and technology to heal your world, yet you hesitate." "It's complicated," interjected Marcus Chen, a young activist selected for the delegation. "There are powerful forces, corporations, governments that resist change because it threatens their power." "Power," the zitheri echoed, their form flickering. "A concept foreign to us. Among our kind, harmony is paramount. Survival depends on balance. Your disregard for equilibrium endangers not only yourselves, but potentially all life within reach of your influence." The humans fell silent, the weight of the zitheri's words pressing heavily upon them. Finally, Elena spoke. "What do you propose we do?" "We cannot impose solutions," the zitheri replied. "That would violate the principles of autonomy we hold sacred. However, we offer assistance if you choose to accept it. Technologies exist that could accelerate your efforts to restore balance, but beware, wielding such tools requires wisdom, discipline, and unity. Without these, they may bring ruin instead of salvation." The delegation deliberated long into the night. Was humanity ready for such responsibility? Could they overcome their divisions and seize this opportunity? Or would they squander it, as they had so many others? Back on Earth, the zitheri prepared to depart. Their brief stay had left an indelible mark on humanity, sparking movements for environmental reform and global cooperation. Cities organized, cleanup drives, corporations pledged to reduce emissions, and grassroots organizations sprang up to advocate for systemic change. As the alien vessel ascended into the heavens, a final message echoed in the minds of all who remained below. "Remember, children of Earth, the choice is yours. Choose wisely." For the first time in centuries, humanity stood united, not by fear, but by hope. The road ahead would be difficult, fraught with challenges and sacrifices, but for the first time they faced it together. And somewhere, in the depths of space, the zitheri watched, waiting to see if Earth's fragile experiment in coexistence would endure or collapse under the weight of its own contradictions.